everyone. How is everybody this morning? Great to see all of you here for such a special occasion. As you know, this is the 2018 STEAM Challenge, and we're so proud of these kids. They're super engaged. I think everyone is going to really enjoy the presentations that we have this year. As you know, every year it's a great outing, but these kids have really been dedicated and focused and really been focused on taking it to the next level. So I'm not going to be before you long. I just wanted to also share a couple things with you. I asked Sandra to give me some summary statistics about our youth and this makeup, this cohort, and it was quite impressive. So I just wanted to share a little bit and I get out the way. So this year we had 26 kids. 18 of those are at college or university. 8 of those are in high school. We have, in terms of years of participation, we have 8 kids, this is their first year. We have 7 kids, this is their second year. 5 kids, this is their third year. 4 kids, their fourth year, 1 fifth year, and 1 sixth year. So you can see that the kids are and then what really blew me away is out of the 26 kids, for the college and university kids, the average GPA is 3.61. And for high school kids, the average GPA is 3.54. But because they're coming in the classroom, this is our future here. And then, last but not least, this really, knocked my socks off. So these 3 people, when you hear your name, please stand up. Elizabeth Hager, Sadiq Ahuja, and Deontay Ferguson. These 3 kids all had greater than 4.0 GPA. So everyone should be very proud and continue to support these kids. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, okay. Also, I'd like to take the time to acknowledge some of the folks in the room. Of course, we have County CAO, Chief Administrative Officer, Mr. Nick Majette. We have the interim CEO of schools, Ms. Monica Golson. We have leadership within county government. We have the Director of Office of Human Resources and Management, Ms. Stephanie Maxwell. We have folks here from Prince George Community College. And you guys please stand. I don't know the entire table over there. We have leadership within the Office of Information Technology. We have our Associate Director, Ms. Shelby Henderson. We have the Director of Treasury and Finance, Ms. Linda Allen. And we also have CIO from WSSC, Mr. Bernard Wright. And then, of course, we have our illustrious panel here, which our MC will introduce. Did I get everybody?
We did.
Okay.
Hopefully, if we did, we'll make it up.
It's her fault if I didn't.
I'll take the blame. Thank you, sir. So, again, good morning and welcome. Can you guys believe a year has gone by already for my returning parents? It's crazy, right? But you get them back at 12:01, okay? And I cannot wait. My time is over with them. So we'll get started. We're going to switch it up a little bit this year. Since it is a summer youth program, I think you guys would appreciate hearing more from the youth than me. So I actually am going to allow our technical advisors to run the show this morning. I'll jump in here and there, but for the most part, they're going to host the entire event today, okay? So, you guys ready? One thing I told my students that's competing this morning, I promised Mr. Golson that I would tell everyone in the audience to shake it off so that they're not nervous. You guys remember, this is just a really, really great way of showing their skills and their knowledge. It really isn't a competition, right? It isn't to drill them on what was wrong, was incorrect. Well, it's not competition for us, but to them, it's life. It's a true competition. But I keep telling them, we're not here to pick anything out that was wrong. We are here to embrace them, to applaud them, to just smile at them because we're just so proud of them. They have done an amazing job these last 6 weeks. I know they probably came home a few days saying they probably hate Miss Sandra, but it's okay, I'll take that too. But you'll see the results of all the anger they had about me at the end of this event, so I'm so proud. So I am actually going to turn it over right now to my tech advisor that will introduce herself and also introduce the judges.
Good morning. My name is Shahazia Benjamin. I'm a rising junior at Bowie State University. I will be introducing our judges today. Our first judge this morning is Mr. Nicholas Majette. Mr. Majette was confirmed the Chief Administrative Officer for Prince George's County Government on July 2014. Mr. Majette oversees the day-to-day operations of the county government as well as provide executive leadership oversight for the planning and implementation for the county executive's top initiatives and programs. In addition to being the CAO, Mr. Majette serves as a board and committee member for the Metropolitan Council of Government, District of Columbia Water and Sewer Authority, and the Pension Board for the Police, Fire, and other post-employment benefits. Our second judge this evening is Ms. Tanya Jackson. Ms. Jackson is the Health and Human Services Director for the Safety Net Development and Operations for the Fairfax County Government. Ms. Jackson is a healthcare executive with extensive clinical and administrative experience in care operations, community-based services, patient-centered medical homes, healthcare education, and quality management. Ms. Jackson has previously served as Vice President of Strategy for the Senior Helpers Franchising, where she worked with 300 franchise owners to ensure system standards for clinical care delivery. Our third judge this evening is Mr. Bob Potterville. Mr. Potterville is currently a professional services senior consultant at Amazon Web Services. He has over 30 years experience building and developing commercial and e-commerce software. Mr. Potterville also has 4 patents in the field of network management. His current interests include serverless cloud-based computing, voice interaction, NoSQL databases, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and virtual reality. Our next judge this morning is Mr. Craig Dixon. Mr. Dixon is currently an educational technology innovator and cloud strategist at Amazon Web Services. Mr. Dixon educates faculty and students on cloud computing. Mr. Dixon started his career as a full-stack developer in Merrill Lynch's Global Banking Group. From there, he has held several roles from corporate business development to strategy consulting at PayPal, Blackboard, and First Annapolis Consulting. Our last but certainly not least judge this morning is Mr. Richard Williams. Mr. Williams is currently a senior strategist at Northrop Grumman, where he leads the Global Cyber Center of Excellence within the Advanced Cyber Technology Center. Mr. Williams oversees the execution of the center's vision as the virtual focal point for all things related to cybersecurity across Northern government markets, commercial markets, and government markets. He leverages his extensive experience in enterprise information technology, cybersecurity, business and organizational development to identify markets, align missions to outcome, and to connect resources and networks. We would like to thank all of our judges for coming out this morning to support the wonderful STEAM Dream Team. Last, I would also like to introduce the county executive, the esteemed county executive, Mr. Sharon Baker. Thank you.
Good job. Did she not do a great job? Yes, come on up, Mr. Baker. Absolutely.
How's everyone doing this morning? Yes. You know what, I just want to say just real quick, I'm not going to take up much time. This has been one of my favorite parts as county executive, just to see the growth of the program over the years, but also to see the contribution that each and every one of these students have made to make this county better. It's not just about, as we've said yesterday, not just about a job for the summer, but really solving problems. that affect the county right now. And so this has always been a great one, and I look forward to it. I'm glad I'm not a judge. I just get the gifts.
I'm glad you're not a judge either, because we don't have 26 gifts to give today. Yeah, so we're great. Thank you, sir. So thank you, Jada. And let me just tell you guys how difficult that probably was for Jada. She probably, in the whole program, I may have heard her speak maybe 50 words. She is just not a talker. So that was amazing. Okay, so the next one up is going to be the actual overview of the program. This young lady is my oldest participant. She started out with me my very first year, and I could not be any more prouder of this young lady. I call her in the agency my mini-me, because she shadows me everywhere I go, everything I do. She's right there next to me, because she's not technically a summer youth. She's actually serving as a program manager of the program this year. So, Ms. Parker, if you may.
Good morning. Good morning. I just wanted to take the moment to let everyone know how grateful I am for this opportunity to be here with Ms. Sandra and Mr. Baker, all of our esteemed judges. And I also wanted to take a moment to tell you all, or ask you all, to please silence your phones, and if you need to take a call, please step out in the hall, because we want to be respectful of our students who worked so hard to do this presentation today. My name is Alexis Proctor, for those of you who don't know me. I am a senior at the University of Maryland College Park studying kinesiology, and I have a minor in general business. Like Ms. Sandra has said, I have been a participant of this program for 6 years, and I'm the program advisor this year. And I'm excited that you all are here with us this morning, and I wanted to thank you all again for taking the time out to join us for the wonderful presentations that you all are about to see today. As a product of this program, I can personally attest to the hard work and dedication that goes into each and every one of these projects. Each year, the Office of Information Technology hosts the STEAM Dream Team Challenge, which is a 6-week program in which 4 teams made up of 6 students compete against one another for the chance to win our challenge, as well as bragging rights. And I do mean bragging rights. All day long, every day. Also, the teams have access to 3 student advisors, myself, Jada, and Reginald, and we assist them in solution development and their final presentations that you all will see today. Now, to preface each of these teams' presentations, I wanted to take the time to give you all some background information about the challenge theme and goal this year. As you all may know, our wonderful county executive, Mr. Rashawn Baker III, has made a tremendous effort to improve the quality of life for all residents in Prince George's County, Maryland. And as you all know, this begins with healthcare. In aid of this, there have been many initiatives instituted by Mr. Baker and further investment into our governing agencies like the Health Department. In addition, very soon, the county will be home to a new regional medical center, which will be the first learning hospital in the county. With all of these things in mind, the Office of Information Technology decided to challenge its students with solving an issue in the healthcare system with the use of technology. Each of these teams followed a design thinking process to come up with an innovative solution utilizing their assigned device and other devices available to them. To reiterate this point, I wanted to note that the teams were able to choose whatever device that they wanted to use primarily, which is what their solution will revolve around. However, they also had the option to use any of the devices available to their other teammates. Yes, so that makes it interesting this year. This year, the 4 devices that we have selected for the teams are the Raspberry Pi, 3D printer, mobile application, and Amazon Echo Dot or Show. Today, you will see some spectacular use cases for all of these devices, and I'm sure you all will be impressed. And I truly believe that the progress made by each of these teams over the 6 weeks that they've been here is impressive, and I'm sure you all will be impressed as well. Now I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Reginald Sargent, who will give you some background information on all of the devices. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Reginald Sargent, and I am a rising 4th-year student at Bowie State University, studying computer technology with the network security track. I just also wanted to take a moment to thank Ms. Sandra for this wonderful opportunity, to thank Dr. Jackson at Bowie State for introducing me to this opportunity, Dr. Latson at Bowie State, and Dr. Ray. This was a fantastic summer. It was so enriching for, just building my resume, networking with so many people. And also, I'd like to shout out my parents who, in the back there, who showed up. That wasn't scripted, But I'm here to talk about the devices that were being utilized this year. The 4 teams, they have excellent presentations. They're going to talk a little bit more in depth about the technology and the individual ones that they use, devices that they could use. But I'm just going to give a brief summary of the devices. So the Raspberry Pi 3, it's about a small computer, can fit in your pocket. It's about the size of a credit card. It has most of the functionality of a larger computer, but not quite. So it can do word processing, connect to the internet, it can do slideshows, things of that nature. And the device is also unique because it can function as a music player, a tablet, and many other functions. It has ports built into it, such as HDMI, it has 4 USB ports, and of course the power supply port. All you need for the functionality of this device is a monitor to display the output of the Raspberry Pi, a mouse, and a keyboard. The second device that they had to use was the mobile application. So teams were tasked with making mobile applications on their laptops using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code. They would then take that code and utilize it with Adobe PhoneGap, which is an open source software development framework to be compatible with mobile devices such as Apple phones, Windows phones, and Android phones. There are also design app templates that you can use to edit the code and customize the design to the user specifications. Another device was the 3D printer. So with the 3D printer, a 3-dimensional model of an object is used and is constructed based on the design of the user. So a person can either construct an image using 3D compatible software, or they can use software actually in the 3D printer itself. And using that printer is filament. So filament is a slender thread-like fiber that is actually what the 3-dimensional model is made of. You can use a scraper to scrape the ends to make the ends a little bit more smooth. Sometimes it comes out rough. And teams could use that printer to make a model of anything that could be used to help them in their solution. It can provide a cheaper solution to expensive objects such as houses and cars. There have actually been some of those on the market. And the last device or devices that we used were the Amazon Echo Show and Dot with Alexa capability. So with the Echo Show, it's kind of back here, you can't really see it. But it brings Alexa to the big screen, basically. Well, thank you very much. With a smaller screen. So it's a high definition screen, and it features many output devices. So if you ask Alexa a question or you tell her a command, it can show up on the device, and the answer can also show up on that device. Alexa can, through that, it can play videos and much more. Okay, I think Alexa
She
has something to
listens
say.
to
But I've seen it function as a baby monitor, a video player, and much more. And then the Dot. So the Dot is a smaller device, a smaller version of the Echo Show without the screen. So there's no graphics involved, it just has the Alexa capability. But it's an amazing device because it also has Bluetooth functionality. So you can make calls from it, hook it up to your phone, play music from it, things like that. So this year we helped some of the teams that, they'll go into detail about it. We helped them reprogram Alexa to respond to custom questions and provide accurate feedback. But as I was saying, that was like a brief summary of the devices. The teams will come up and they'll, dive into their solution and how that device helped them with their project. But that's my part.
Thank you. Good job. Okay, guys, so as you can tell, we're trying to stay on pace. I really want to get you guys out at 12 as I promised. So with that being said, we are ready to start the show. You guys ready? My students ready? Yes? Okay, so the first team up is going to be a team that is led by Mr. Nadell Golson, who was an amazing leader this year. So proud of him. Could you guys make your way up? Thank you. So I'm going to step aside and let them run the show. Me too. The benefits of having it being in charge. Thank you. While they set up, just so you guys know, so they make their own baskets, and as you can tell, this team kind of made a sticker with their logo on it and attached it to the water bottle, as well as provided me their business card. So very nice. Oh, and skinny popcorn. What you trying to say? Oh, okay. Okay, healthy. I get it. Okay, thank you.
Of course, you see, we have our presentation power printed out on PowerPoint at your desk.
Shake it off, right, Lindell?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you tell your team to shake it off?
Oh, they already know, Miss Sandra.
Okay. So while they kind of get their program together, I just want to give you guys some background a little bit, so it's not no dead time here. I just want to thank a lot of the parents in this room too, because a lot of the parents stepped up to help me so much with help getting nurses so the students can interview. Miss Shannon McConnell helped me get these nurses in to talk to the students. Miss Diane Carter, one of the parents, was able to get a doctor in here, and I'm going to cut myself off right now and let them go.
You ready?
1 in 4.
In 2015, 1 in 4 adults did not know they had diabetes.
30.3 million.
In 2015, 30.3 million Americans had diabetes.
30.3%.
In 2017, 10.8% of Americans living in Maryland were told that they had diabetes by a health professional.
Now show of hands, who has or knows someone who has been affected by diabetes? This widespread disease is exactly what our solution will tackle.
Good morning, my name is Zipa Huja. I'm an incoming freshman at the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and I'm the science lead of this group.
Hello, my name is Lindell Golson. I'm rising junior at Savannah College Arts and Design. I'm a college advisor for our group, as well as co-engineer.
Good morning, my name is Gary Henderson. I'm a rising sophomore at Bishop McNamara High School, and I am the technology lead of our team.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jasmine Seymour. I'm a senior at Academy of Health Sciences at Prince George's Community College, and on my team I serve as the mathematics lead.
Good morning, I'm Langley Allen. I'm a rising freshman at University of Notre Dame, and I serve as both the arts lead and the team captain.
Good morning, I'm Khalil Cooper. I'm a rising junior at Bishop McNamara High School, and I am the co-engineer.
And we are Echo Health. Now for our logo, because we are required to use the Amazon device, we decided to incorporate that into our logo with the contrast in colors. Now the teal green also matches our scrubs being the attire of many within the medical profession. Now because our targeted audience is the medical industry, we included the stethoscope. Our targeted issue that we're tackling with our solution is type 2 diabetes, which is why we include the 2 bars above and below Echo Health. Now our team slogan is echoing your health for a better future.
So our goal, our mission is to bring awareness to type 2 diabetes, give them the health, the aid and wellness they deserve to live a proper life. The way we're going to do this is with the Amazon Echo Dot and 3D printer. As stated before, the Amazon Echo Dot is an Alexa artificial intelligence, and the 3D printer prints out 3D objects. Simple.
Now, we chose type 2 diabetes because this is the 4th leading cause of death in Prince George's County in 2014. Now, 95% of the people who have diabetes have type 2, which is caused from a high sugar intake. And the other 5% have type 1, which is hereditary.
As seen in the graph, the data illustrates the rate of diabetes as of 2016 across several Maryland counties, ranging from Howard County to Kent County. As you can see, Prince George's County has a high rate of diabetes of 11.1%, compared to Howard County and Montgomery County, which have a percentage of 6.5% and 7%. These discrepancies can be accounted by the presence of food deserts in Prince George's County, or geographical regions where there's less fresh food available via supermarkets and grocery stores, and more fast food restaurants and other sources of unfresh eatery.
The rates for adults with diabetes in Prince George's County from the years 2011 to 2016 has ranged from 11% all the way up to 13.5%. The reason why we put projection rates for 2017 and 2018 is because Prince George's County has not released that information yet. And as you can see, it is still going to increase.
Now this brings us to our solution. We created a patient-based wristband that allows diabetes patients to track their nutrition. You want to try them on? These are 3D printed with
Prototype, keep in mind, prototype.
Now, because these are patient-based, they are not accessible to doctors and therefore do not violate any HIPAA laws. Now, within this short demonstration that will explain exactly how our product works, the term natural language processing will appear on the screen. The way that natural language processing works is Alexa has specific words such as sandwich or chicken, and when she hears these words, she's then triggered to enter them into the database to provide information regarding that patient's nutrition. Now here's a short demonstration of our product.
Good morning. I am Alexa and I have been integrated into an Echo Health wristband. Within this wristband, I am able to track my user's daily food intake. There is a microphone embedded below the screen of the wristband. Through this microphone, I use natural language processing to pick up key phrases about my user's food intake on the screen. My user can view their goals regarding their nutrition.
Now here's a more complete version of exactly what the user will be able to view on the screen. We created a website that allows users to track their nutrition from the past day, the past week, or the past month in order to see whether or not they achieved the goals that they set for themselves.
As stated before, I am the technology lead of our team, which means I was in charge of coding the skill that we then put on our Amazon Alexa. An Amazon Alexa skill is like an app, but better and more advanced. To do this, we use AWS, also known as Amazon Web Services, and Amazon Alexa Developer Console. I will now show you a quick demo of our product that my team and I have created. Alexa, open Echo Health.
Welcome to Echo Health. We are echoing your health for a better future. I am your personal assistant who can help you with any of your dietary needs. Good morning, Gary. What can I help you with today?
What did I eat today?
Gary, this morning you ate a glazed donut and a caramel coffee.
No.
My apologies. What would you like me to input?
I ate a glazed donut and a caramel latte.
So much better, right?
Okay, Gary. I will now add that for breakfast you ate a glazed donut and a caramel latte. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes.
Inputting now. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
What do you recommend I eat for lunch?
For lunch, I recommend you eat a spinach salad with grilled vegetables. For breakfast, I recommend 2 tablespoons of Italian dressing. With this recommendation, your blood sugar as well as your diet will be regulated. Anything else?
Thanks, that will be all.
You're welcome, Gary. If you need me to do anything else for you, just say, open Echo Health. To end our session, please say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye, Gary. Have a great day.
So our solution is divided into 3 main phases of development. Phase 1 includes natural language processing, which is the universal feature of the wristband, where we talk into the wristband and Alexa picks up our voice through artificial intelligence. This will be done through beta testing, a statistical strategy where we'll test our product on a couple customers, and to refine the product, we will gain feedback. Phase 1 will also be acquired through a provisional patent. Phase 2 includes 3 main features: heart rate, calorie intake, and physical activity. This will be done through commercial quantity production, where we'll sell our product into the market. Phase 3 includes blood sugar monitoring and hydration, where both features involve biosensing technology, which involves sensation as well as receptors that come into contact with your skin. In addition, Phase 3 also includes other accessories besides the wristband, such as a mobile application or even a necklace for those who prefer it over the wristband.
Now, similar to the 3 phases of development, we also have 3 phases in terms of who our marketed audience is. For Phase 1, we decided to target doctors because we understand that diabetes patients often want to hear medical advice from their primary physician. Now, Phase 2, we decided to target gyms and insurance companies. With a gym partnership, we believe that gym goers will receive a more holistic experience with both their exercise and nutrition in their health plan. Now, with the insurance company partnership, we believe that the cost for insurance companies would decrease tremendously with extensive use of our product, as patients do not need to go to the hospital as much and receive expensive procedures.
Now for phase 3, because the insurance is the second highest cost to counties to provide that benefit to their employees, we decided that that would be a smart partnership in terms of partnering with the counties.
Now, the cost for our Echo Health wristband will be about $40, which comes from about $18 to put the Amazon Alexa's compatibilities into the wristband. It will then be about $8 to manufacture the wristband, which we use a 3D printer to make. And then we left a little room for profit for us to expand in the future. It is also optional to buy Amazon Echo Dot for about $50. Now, we made it this price because we wanted to make it affordable for everybody, high incomes but also low incomes.
So let's talk about competition. So you see this year, our main competition is the Fitbit Flex 2. As you see from the list, we're already better than Fitbit. So let me give you let me emphasize 3 key points. Versatility. As stated before, we have a website. So say you forget your wristband at home one day or you don't want to wear it that day. Just type it on the computer, it works just as fine. But it's not as convenient. Nutrition. Number 2, nutrition tracker. Who else tracks nutrition better than us? That's one of our main focuses. Number 3, personal recommendations. So say you don't know what to eat today. Well, ask Alexa. She'll give you some nice, tasty recipes. But since y'all been a great audience, I'll give you one more. So, blood sugar tracking without using your fingers. So you press down our wristband, a ray of microneedles will enter your skin, you'll feel light pressure, nothing serious, and you get your accurate blood reading numbers. Very revolutionary.
Currently, we are partnered with Amazon because we are using their Amazon Alexa devices. We have a pending partnership with ADA, which is American Diabetes Association. So not only will our product be available for Prince George's County residents, it would also be available for America. And in the future, we plan on partnering with Weight Watchers so that Weight Watchers will give healthy and nutritional dense recipes for our users to eat.
We would like to thank everyone who came out today to watch our presentation and everyone who has helped us along the way with developing our product. Thank you.
Now we'd like to end in a final quote.
Managing your diabetes is not a science, it is an art.
I'd like to open up the floor for any questions that you may have.
From the judges.
I have a question. What's the targeted age group for this device? For everyone, or are you thinking a different population?
That's a wonderful question. I really appreciate you asking that. I would say our targeted audience for now would probably be people who have art, like adults, so probably 21 plus, just because they're already out of college, they don't have to deal with like their parents having to interfere with like their nutrition plan and stuff. They are more dependent on themselves, so that's our target.
You also mentioned HIPAA, which protects the confidentiality of medical records and all that, but I didn't understand what your connection was.
Well, we had to include HIPAA in our research because we are dealing with the health field, but I was saying that because it's only for the patient, the doctors aren't having access to this information, HIPAA laws don't apply to our product.
Okay. And that's not a concern, the information getting out to people through vaccine.
Well, this is not, what we have as of our baseline, the natural language processing isn't necessarily about like your health. Like when you get into more like blood sugar and phases to come in the future, we will start having to deal with HIPAA laws, but for the natural language processing solely, we don't have to deal with that. Yeah.
With the blood sugar reading, will that be able to be transferred to the doctor, or can they track it and log it to take a course of their blood sugars and range to their doctors?
That's a great question. I will pass this over to Michelle.
So, will you please restate your question?
So, I know you were saying that if you press up on the button, you can have your blood sugar read. Are you able to track that so you can take that to your doctor and provide them with your blood sugars for like the past month or so?
Of course. So of course, we thought about this. It's very important because you want to make sure you're always on track of your blood sugar, not too low or too high. So you're right. It will be stored, stay in a nice secure database when we get further on to later phases. So yes. Mostly just yes. I won't say too much. Yes.
What do you see the main technical challenges are going forward?
I think the biggest thing is actually implementing the Alexa into the wristband. That's probably the biggest challenge that we're going to face if this does actually go to market, but that's the first step.
Okay, we gotta go to the next group, so.
Very good.
Very good. So that's how we're opening the show, right? So can you just imagine the rest of these presentations? Are they not amazing?
Next, we would like to have Team 2, led by Cecil Crawford.
And while they're shaking hands, I would like to thank Mr. Jason Arnold and the lovely Miss Maria Johnson for collecting the score sheets. Thank you, guys.
You got that?
All right, so good morning, everybody. My name is Makai Vance. I'm a rising freshman at the Pennsylvania State University, where I'll be majoring in kinesiology. This is my second year in the OIT program, where I serve as the team captain. I also serve as the math lead and co-engineer lead for my group.
Good morning. How is everybody doing today? My name is Coy Nguyen. I'm currently a rising sophomore at Towson University. This is my first year in the OIT program, and I'm loving it. And I'm currently majoring in graphic design and having a minor in deaf studies. And I'm serving as one of the 2 art leads for my team.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Alana Wright, and the fall I'll be a sophomore at Frostburg State University, studying information technology with a focus in computer security. This is my 4th year in the program, and I serve as my team's co-tech lead.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Hager. This is my first year in the OIT program. In the fall, I'll be a rising sophomore at Eleanor Roosevelt High School in the Science and Tech program, and I serve as the co-art lead with Coy.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Cecil Crawford. I'm a rising senior at Frostburg State University. I currently major in information technology. This is my 3rd year in the OIT program, and I serve as my team's college advisor, as well as our co-tech lead with Alana.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Caleb Carter. I'm a rising junior at Bishop McNamara High School, located in Forestville. This is my 2nd year in the OIT program, and I am science lead and co-engineer lead.
Now that you guys have learned our name, we'd like to introduce you to our team name. We are the
Green Machine.
Next, our slogan is plant the seed to fulfill your need because fresh produce is a crucial need.
And our technology is a 3D printer. The aim of the 3D printer is to reduce production time and resources needed to create livable structures. Some 3D printed solutions in healthcare are casts, bone structures, prosthetics, cadavers, and many more. The 3D printer is going to save us money by reducing labor costs, reducing production time, and less waste.
And now I'm here to introduce the health issues that we are attacking. So who here knows what a food desert is? Okay, so I see a few hands in the crowd. For those who don't, let me tell you. A food desert is the areas in the country that lack access to fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and other healthy options. You typically find food deserts in low-income areas where you find a higher rate of convenience stores such as gas stations that serve unhealthy options. You also find a high rate of fast food chains such as McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. When we first attacked this problem, me and my teammates didn't know what a food desert was. So we did our research and we found that the USDA, also known as the United States Department of Agriculture, reported that 23.5% of Americans live in food deserts, meaning that they either live more than 1 mile in urban or suburban areas from a grocery store or more than 10 miles in rural areas from a grocery store. Did you guys know that our own county, Prince George's County, was considered a food desert on July 24th 2013 by USDA?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either. So I did my research and I found an ABC News interview where participant Jamila Peters Muhammad said when you look at your zip codes actually affect your health more than actual DNA. So what you guys need to take away from what I just told you is that the health in Prince George's County needs to be improved. So please help me and my team improve the health of many citizens in Prince George's County. And as you see here, this is a map of all the local food deserts in Prince George's County. Where I'm pointing is northern Prince George's County, and down here is southern Prince George's County. As you see, there are two markers on the map, a yellow marker and a blue marker. The yellow marker represents a food desert, and the blue marker represents a grocery store. If you take a closer look, there are no blue markers in the yellow markers. Therefore, our residents of Prince George's County have to travel outside of their designated area to get to a grocery store. So this makes it really hard for residents that don't have transportation to get to a grocery store.
The problem that we have found is that there's a high rate of obesity in Prince George's County. What this is caused by is a lack of access to fresh produce. Not having access to fresh produce can create negative effects on your health. Some of these effects are diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and more. In Prince George's County alone, 71% of the residents are considered overweight or obese, and 71.5% of the food establishments are considered fast food. Next, we'll have a short clip demonstrating the warnings of living in a food desert.
Now listens to emails because he can't see them.
But when I lost my sight, I was sitting in my office and my best diabetes went what?
That was back in 2007 when Smith's diabetes took his eyesight.
So I coached basketball for years and football. And while I was doing that, I forgot about me, took everybody else.
Potentially deadly diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure are disproportionately high in Prince George's County. USDA labeled the county a food desert, meaning there's limited access to healthy food and exercise, giving chronic illnesses chances to quickly advance.
So before we present our solution, I would like to spend a few moments to talk about design for our logo products. Since we're tackling the health issues in Prince George's County, we want to focus on the theme of growth and hope. And if you take a look at our logo, this is visualized with the color of green and blue. At first glance, you guys may notice a small sapling tree or just a small growing plant. Under it is two hands holding it, which spell out the word FED or F3D. Since our technology is a 3D printer, we want to incorporate some sense of three-dimensional into our logo. So that's why the second hand is three-dimensional. And on that note, I would like to present our product,
Greenhouse Fed.
Our solution is primarily focused on preventative healthcare through nutrition. We present to you with the Greenhouse Fed food truck. This food truck will offer healthy produce to people in food desert areas. All of our produce will be season specific, and along with fresh fruits and vegetables, we're also going to be offering things such as nuts and oils and other healthy options. We're going to be accepting food stamps as well, and we're also going to offer certain organic products. Since the people in food desert areas lack easy access to healthy food options, we're going to make it easier for them by bringing the fresh produce to them ourselves through the food truck. All of our produce will be at a no cost or low cost, and the advantage of using the food truck will be that mobility allows for easy accessibility. Here we have a demonstration of our solution. Alana's coming around to the judges to show you. This will be an example of a community in a food desert. As you can see, this small green truck will be what our greenhouse fed food truck will look like in the area, and then here we have the people lining up to buy our very delicious produce. If any of you are curious of what a 3D printer is actually capable of, we actually use a 3D printer to form this model. You're probably wondering how the 3D printer is actually going to be implemented into our solution. The 3D printer is going to be used to manufacture the actual components of the food truck. This includes parts such as the preparation table, the cooler, utensils, storage, and other necessary parts. Now initially, we were going to go in a different direction and actually construct the entire food truck through the 3D printer. But we decided this would probably not be the best idea. Our first reason for this would be that 3D printed vehicles actually conflict with many NHTSA laws. or the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration laws. Secondly, 3D printing a truck will actually be far too expensive as well. And lastly, if we were to go in this direction, we will be competing with already established companies such as Peapod and Uber Eats.
So you're probably wondering, with such a big solution, how are we going to be able to keep the cost low? So I have the answer for you. We plan on working with local grocery stores as well as nonprofit organizations to be able to keep selling produce at low cost. So basically, through our research, we found that local grocery stores typically give away like unsold or damaged goods to these nonprofit organizations for free. So basically, we would like to serve as the bridge from the nonprofit organizations to the communities in need. This will help us be able to keep our products at no cost or low cost. So in particular, we would like to work with Feeding America. This is a nonprofit organization that works directly with over 46 million people. We're going to be working with the local branch, which is the Capital Area Food Bank. So in coherence with our Greenhouse Fed food truck, we're going to be developing a mobile app. Our mobile app will be named Greenhouse Fed F3D. We plan on making this app available on Apple as well as Android devices. So before we go into a demonstration of our app, I'm going to give a brief overview of some of the pages that are featured. So here we have our login screen. On page B, we have our menu screen. And on page C, we have our location / our map page, which I will go into more in depth now. So on our locations page, our users will go into our app and see exactly where our food trucks are currently located. So for example, in the College Park Food Desert, our residents will look and see that the food truck is currently in the area. Hopefully they will plan to come make a purchase with us based on that. So now I want to give a demonstration and briefly explain some of the features of our app. So here's our login screen. Our users go in, enter their username and password, and log into the Greenhouse Fed app. Here's our menu screen, which features our logo. From this page, users will be able to access any page of our mobile app from here. Here's our contacts page. This is a very important page for us because we want to take your feedback and make all of our products better. So users go in, enter feedback, and we will improve customer service as well as the functionality of our app. So here's our donations page. This will also help us be able to keep selling our produce at affordable rates, no cost, low cost, which is very big for our product. Here's our projects page. We plan on taking pre-orders from this page, so people make an order and then come to our truck, or they can set up deliveries through our app as well for people that have lack of access to transportation. And here's our recipes page. So this links directly to the American Heart Association's website, where they have an assortment of vegetarian recipes. So basically with this page, our customers can take eating produce and make it even more exciting for their families. And these are just a few features of our app, and hopefully you guys would like to explore those at a later time.
And I know everyone's asking, how much does this cost? Well, our MakerBot 3D printer costs $2,600. Right here is 3D printer filament. This is what we put inside of the 3D printer so we can print out the components of our truck. And that costs $160 each. Right here is our Ford P500 step van, which costs $8,000. And our total cost will be $13,000, which includes installation fees.
In addition, we would like to offer employment opportunities to the residents of Prince George's County. It is our corporate obligation to give back to the community. Some of these positions include certified truck driving positions, cashier positions, farming positions, and other industry-related positions. All open job listings will be provided through our mobile application.
Now that you've learned more about our product, I would like to discuss a few marketing strategies that we're planning to use in order to get our product Greenhouse Fed out there to our target demographic. First, we have is funding, and in this category, we are using two methods. First is through a fundraiser. We want to start off with a few easy activities, such as car washing, dog walking, walkathons, very fun activities for the summer, even though the summertime is ending. And next, we have donation, and we're planning to start a Kickstarter page. and we would like to visit different local health fairs and just promote and advertise our product. And next, we would like to apply and look for different national as well as state grants and apply for any that's applicable. And finally, we have we're looking for angel investors or just any investor in general who are interested in our products.
Now, we currently came up with a 3-phase plan and we're in phase 1. During phase 1, we plan to partner with local nonprofit organizations so that we can offer our products at low or no cost. During phase 2, we plan to 3D print our own greenhouse so that we can plant our own products and offer our products at even lower cost. During phase 3, we plan to expand to other areas in Maryland.
So finally, let me talk about the partnerships that we are trying to get. We are currently in the process of partnering with the American Heart Association, where we would get our recipes to put in our mobile app so our customers can see. We also are trying to partner with Capital Area Food Bank, local farmers, and local grocery stores so we can get our food to supply to our customers.
At this time, we would like to thank a few people.
Before we opening up to the question section, I just want to show you guys our business card in case you guys don't have it in your folders.
And now we would like to open the floor up for questions. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I noticed you used 2013 data, and a lot has happened under the Baker administration since 2013. For example, in College Park, you mentioned food desert where there'd been some changes. There's a Whole Foods right close to College Park. So is 2013 the latest data that was available?
Yes, that's the latest data that we could find. We tried finding more recent data with our department in the building, but that didn't really come through. And the most recent data we found was that the USDA, the most official source of data we could find. So. Any more questions?
Thank you guys, great job. Yeah, we rocked it. We did. Okay guys, so what we're going to do now is we have a special presentation that we want to present while the next group comes up and set their equipment up. So I'm going to ask the college advisors that's supposed to present to the Honorable Mr. Baker to come forward, please. The team that is supposed to go next, please come forward and start setting up your equipment. My lovely talents, my lovely scorekeepers back there taking the tallies. Thank you guys so much.
So while our next team is setting up, while our next team is setting up, I'm going to invite my colleagues to come up and we're going to make a brief acknowledgement to Mr. Baker.
Speak loud.
So we wanted to acknowledge you, Mr. Baker, for one, being here today and for your constant support and approval of our youth of this county. As you all know, our youth is our future, and Mr. Baker, you have set the tone for that. I, for one, am very thankful for this program. This was my first job. I've been here for 6 years. Staying forever. I'm staying forever. I have been able to build my professional skills while in this program. I'm very diligent, and I've learned to be a hardworking member of my community through this program, and I'm forever thankful for that, and I can forever attest to the success of this program, so thank you.
Ms. Baker, I just want to truly thank you for being so committed to this program and investing into the youth of Prince George's County. I can personally say that this program has made an impact that goes far beyond just these office doors. I also want to attribute your commitment commitment, even coming that 1 year on your way to the airport before your vacation.
Mr. Baker, I would also like to say thank you. Because of this program, I've grown to become more professional, confident, and mature, whether it be in school, in life, or just in the business area. And I just want to say thank you because I've grown to make great friendships and connections all throughout this program. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Baker. I would like to personally commend you for creating such a great program that has given me such skills such as poise, professionalism, public speaking, and a lot of great things that I can take on in my career moving forward. Thank you.
And one last thank you, Mr. Baker. Because throughout this program, I was very quiet. My mom can attest to this. Like, what? Quiet? Me? Yes, I was quiet. But now I'm very outgoing. Very outgoing. I've been in the program for 5 years. Only one more. I'll be on Sierra's level. But I'm very thankful. My brother's in this program now because it's very helpful to us as a family. We're very appreciative. Here's a teardrop for Saturday evening.
And the award is from the entire agency of OIT. Oh.
Thank you.
Now I'm gonna cry.
Which is perfect for the teardrop. It relates. So while they're still setting up, there's a couple other people I just want to thank. Again, like I said, the parents, I don't think you guys realize how important you played a role in the event for us. Ms. Linda Allen, for making the connection with the Maryland University School, have them come in and work with the students. We had someone come in and teach the students about entrepreneurship. Mr. Wright, always thank you. I'm so grateful for you. You were my partner from day one with this whole concept. And you're still there supporting us. Mr. Wright made it available for Mr. Scott to come in and teach the students how to do design thinking. It was just an array of effort from everyone. Everyone in OIT that's constantly helping me with the students, whether you're giving up some space, or whether not they're coming to bug you for some supplies, or they just need you to help guide them in the right direction. However, you're always there with us, with the kids, so we're very grateful. Mr. Jason Lovelace, are you still here? Did you leave? Is Jason still here? Hi, Jason. Jason is an old employee of ours that was a partner so close with the program that helped the students so much in the last couple of years. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, but he is here today supporting the students coming out, so thank you, sir. Mr. Reggie, you want to come up and introduce your team and say something kind about them?
This is a wonderful, intelligent group of young adults. Me and Sierra and Jada as advisors had a chance to sit in with them and try to help them on their solution, but a lot of this is their own work. So I'm gonna let them introduce their own team name, but this is Team 3, and their college advisor, they're led by Mr. Justin McNeil.
Good morning, everybody. We are Clover, not just a company,
a community. Good morning, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Larby, and now today we'll start talking about.
Dr. Larby, I hate to bother you, but I woke up this morning with this big presentation, and I guess due to all the excitement, I woke up and caught a nosebleed. And I was wondering if you had any tips that could help me along to get back to the presentation.
That's no problem, Justin. So first we need to sit down, hold the soft part of the right ear, lean forward so the blood can go down your throat. Place the ice pack on your nose for about 10 to 15 minutes, and you sit upright, and you'll be good.
better already.
Good luck.
Now, wouldn't it be great if when life throws those unexpected minor ailments and illnesses that you could talk to a medical professional and get those needs tended to immediately?
Yes.
Well, as you just saw, it's now very possible. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Justin McNeil. I'm a rising fourth-year computer science student at the University of Maryland College Park. This is my fourth year in the program, and I serve as our team's college advisor.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jonathan Kraft. I am a rising sophomore where I attend Albright College, and I major in computer science. This is my third year in the OIT program, and I serve as the team leader and technology lead.
Good morning, my name is Devin Felton. I'm a rising junior at Bishop McNamara High School. This is my first year in the OIT program, and I serve as my team's science lead.
Good morning, my name is Emmanuel Larby. I'm not a doctor. I'm a rising junior at UMBC where I study information systems. This is my second year in the program, and I serve as my team's engineering lead.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Carrie Kingston. I'm a senior at Chesapeake Math and IT Academy. This is my second year in the program, and I'm the arts lead.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Marcus Goldson. I'm a rising junior at Oxon Hill High School. This is my first year in the OIT program, and I serve in my team's math.
So this year we were tasked with the challenge of creating a solution for issues in the medical field using technology. In order to do this, we utilized the Raspberry Pi, which, as Reggie stated before, is a pocket-sized computer. Now, you may be asking yourself right now, what's the difference between my laptop and a Raspberry Pi? Well, first, the Raspberry Pi is very cost-efficient, priced at only $35. And also, it's capable of doing a lot of things a laptop can do and more. For example, in the past, it's been used as a security camera, a gaming system, and even a radio. The possibilities are endless.
So our team name is Plover. Does anybody here watch Animal Planet? Well, then you've seen the Egyptian plover before. They clean the teeth of other animals, creating a mutually beneficial relationship. And our company wants to create the same impact relationship. Our company seeks to bridge the gap between medical professionals and patients by using live video and live chat. We chose live video and live chat because most medical professionals don't have a flexible schedule. So we found this as an efficient way to have them help civilians. Our target audience is the undercared, those who aren't as fortunate to receive medical advice as often or let alone at all, and a day-to-day user who may just need medical advice on the spot.
Now, for those day-to-day users who may need medical advice on the spot, we at Plover have created the Plover application, which you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. And to reach those who may be under care, which include the undocumented, the uninsured, and those who may not see medical professionals as much as they should, we created the Plover booth, which you can see on the right-hand side of the screen. The Plover booth will be powered by the Raspberry Pi. Now, this time, I would like to introduce to you the Plover system. Now, very similar to Apple's iCloud, which uses cloud computing technology to transmit data to an array of devices such as the iPhone and the MacBook, we at Plover have created a similar system using that same cloud computing technology to transmit data between both the Plover application as well as the Plover booth, which you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. Now, to the right-hand side of the screen, you can see some of the key features that are utilized in both of our solutions. First being the user profile. Here, a user can input the data such as their name, address, date of birth, and things of that nature. Second is our medical records feature, which the user can input for the medical professional in that session, so that way that medical professional better understands them, so that way they can better diagnose them. Lastly, we have an incognito feature, which is for our users who do not wish to have their data saved, no matter what the reason may be. When we were creating our Plover booth, we looked heavily into the blue light system. Now, throughout the United States and across college campuses, there are these blue poles that you see in various locations which bring convenience and comfort to the students to know that if something were to go wrong, they could conveniently access these blue light systems. Now, we wanted to keep that in mind when we wanted to implement our Plover booth. So, to bring that same convenience to the community in Prince George's County, if you take a look at the map right here, every time you see a Plover within Prince George's County, that is actually a community center in which we wish to place our Plover booths.
So the first part of our solution is called our Plover booth. Our main goal with this product is to promote virtual interactions between patients and medical officials. That is why we will use the Raspberry Pi to display our unique graphical user interface. Within the interface, patients will be able to live video chat with medical professionals to receive on-the-spot clinical attention as well as advice. Our patients will also be able to check their vital signs such as oxygen levels and blood pressure. Patients will also be able to receive up-to-date news from the health department as well as follow in-depth instructions for tending to small wounds. Lastly, our booth will be connected to the internet via the INET, which stands for Intergovernmental Network. Now let's talk about what you can find in the booth. Inside, you can find our 40-inch monitor that's powered by our Raspberry Pi, a pulse oximeter, a blood pressure cuff, as well as a first aid kit, and all the other items you see listed here. Now, when designing our booth, we took a lot of things into consideration. Some of these things include people with disabilities and people who speak different languages. That is why our booth will be American Disabilities Act compliant, as we will feature a bench that is foldable, making our booth wheelchair accessible. We will also feature a translator that allows our booth to be catered to many people that speak different languages like Spanish and Chinese. And here's a brief slide demonstrating our design process when creating our booth. So now let's take a look at that interface I mentioned before.
It was a nice outdoor.
Small technical difficulties.
That's right.
Like it never happened.
Thank you all for waiting. So here we have our standard Clover login screen. And then, once you log in, you'll be taken to a home page that has all of the features I mentioned here. So now let's take a look at video chat.
Itching and I can't stop scratching, man. I think I'm going to die. Like 11, can't stop scratching. Absolutely. Right. Well, the only thing I did in the past 24 hours was go hiking with my brother. You know what? I may have. I may have. I shall thank you. I feel a lot better. I will.
We apologize once more for those technical difficulties. But what we were displaying was a person went into one of our booths, sat down, clicked on the video chat feature, and they were connected to a medical professional, and that way they could be tended to their needs, which happened to be poison ivy in the demonstration. And now, by show of hands, how many times has life thrown something at you unexpectedly and you didn't know how to respond?
You guys just now. No, you would be spotted perfectly.
So here at Plover, we took that into consideration, and now we have a short commercial showing you what happens when life throws something unexpectedly at 4 individuals that may look real familiar to you, and they didn't know how to respond.
His cousin and her uncle know somebody who will come over here and take care of it. We good though. I'm watching doctors. I feel like his knee is Yeah, nah, oh, yeah. All right, so what we about to do? Yeah.
So as my colleague Justin said earlier, sometimes things just happen in life and we may not know how to handle it. A friendly game of basketball turned to a medical emergency and no one knew what to do. That is the same problem we want to solve with our Plover app. Our Plover app is a versatile healthcare app that we want to have people utilize in order to handle problems just like this. We just saw the live chat and video chat function. That function can be used to talk to any doctor anywhere you are to get that medical advice right then and there. But we also have other things like the medication reminder. The medication allows people to input their medication they're taking at this certain time, and that will allow them to be reminded of when to take it as well as how much of that should be taken. Next, we have the article function. Using our personalized profiles, we can know what is wrong with our patients so we can send relevant information to them. For example, let's say you have eczema and a certain food has come out that makes eczema worse. We want our patient to know what that food is so they can handle that. Next, we have our journal function. Our journal function allows our users to jot down whatever is going on within their life, sort of like a health diary. So when they see their medical professional doctor, they can then tell them what's happened since the last time they saw them. Next, we have our prescription pickup. A lot of times, many people cannot leave their house, whether it be due to physical ailments or lack of transportation. And that puts a lot of strain on family members. So because of that, we have developed a prescription driver to pick up the medicine from the pharmacy and bring it to the home without leaving their house. And last, we have the booth locator function. That allows our users to find the nearest booth to them and how to get there. So now I'll demonstrate the booth locator function for you all. So as you see, you will come to the disclaimer page, and then there will be the map. So this is a map of Prince George's County. You can see how we have strategically placed each booth to serve all the communities. So let's say if someone wants to find out the nearest booth in 2 miles of them, they can enter the address. So we can enter our address here, 9201 Basil Court. Excuse me. Not only can you find the nearest booths, a list of the nearest booths. Let me zoom that in for you all. Now you can find the nearest booths, but once you click on it, you can find out how to get there. We did this to ensure that all our users know how to get to the nearest medical professional in a timely manner. And now I'll talk about some of the screens within our app. So here we have the profile screen. Here you see Ms. Amanda Jackson has had a recent session on December 31st. Not only can she see the level of her session, but she also can see the problem, which is a minor cut, as well as the professional who saw her, which is Ms. Mary Wright. Also, there's the profile. This customizable profile allows her to change whatever's going on. Let's say her healthcare status changes. We also will be able to know to help her better. Next, we have our article function. Now, Ms. Amanda Jackson is a Lipitor user, so we recommended that she know more about the medication she's taking. So by doing so, we have a recommended Lipitor article to have her more informed. Here we have the medication reminder. As you can see, not only do we have a picture of the medication, we also have the name, the dosage, as well as the frequency she should take it, as well as an option to refill it and add more dosages. And last but not least, we have our login screen. Here you can see the incognito mode, which allows us to use our functions but privately. And I'll also speak on some of the icons that we use throughout our system. We have the booth, medical professional, prescription, and nurse request. Each icon is unique and it's to ensure that all our users know exactly what they're pressing on when they want to access our application.
So now, we want to hit on some key points to make sure that you understand our solution a little better. First is security. When you use your credit card inside the booth or in the app, we'll be under the guidelines of PCI to make sure that all your credit card information is safe and secure. Also, whenever a user inputs their information into the system, we'll make sure that all that information is encrypted and secure as well. Now, when you're in a session with a medical professional, we'll be using security protocols such as SSH, which is Secure Shell, and SFTP, which is Secure File Transfer Protocol. Next is integrity. Whenever a medical professional wants to sign up for Clover, they'll first submit the qualifications to us and then be approved. Next, we'll also implement a rating system to ensure user satisfaction. We will also implement a 2-point verification system for our prescription pickup service. When the driver arrives at the pharmacy, the pharmacist and the driver will sign off on the prescription. And when the prescription arrives to the user will sign off on it as well. Next is payment. We create a fair, flat rate fee of $20, and the medical professional will receive $15 per user he or she serves. Now, if that medical professional takes an hour out of the day to take 6 users 5 days a week for the rest of the year, they can make up to $23,000 just for a small amount of their off time.
Now at this time, we would like to share the potential impact that we believe Clover will have on Prince George's County. On the screen here, you see a chart that was provided to us by Prince George's County's Health Department. And the chart highlights the clinical care measures and it ranks them out of all 24 counties that make up the state of Maryland. In the year 2018, in terms of overall ranking of clinical care measures, Prince George's County ranks at 23 out of 24, which is second to last. In the percentage of uninsured population in the year 2018, Prince George's County ranks 24 out of 24, which is last. In preventable hospital stays, Prince George's County ranks a 6 out of 24 in the year 2018, which is relatively good because here at Clover, we just don't want to highlight the negative things, but also the positive things that Prince George's County is doing. But if you notice to the far right of the screen, all of these rankings are not number 1. Now, we believe at Clover, with our solution, we can increase these ranks to the ranking of number 1. Now, we would like to close with the 3 Ps: power, prevention, and proof. First, our solution is powerful because at Clover, we seek to bridge the gap between those medical professionals and civilians. Second, prevention. We believe that by promoting more frequent visits to medical professionals by our users, they can decrease their chances of developing a major illness that may arise as a buildup of smaller illnesses. Lastly, we have proof. We have proof that there are medical professionals willing to donate their spare time and invest it into our solution. For example, we have a Miss Obi who works at the University of Maryland Hospital located in Baltimore, and she said, and I quote, "Yes, I would take part in this solution. I think I would put in around 6 to 10 hours a week," end quote. I say all this to say that this is not just an idea. This is a reality.
At this time, we'd like to thank all those people that enabled us to get this far with our product, and also we'd like to thank our lovely judges and audience. Thank you for coming in.
At this time, we would like to open the floor to any questions by the judges.
What sort of issues do you foresee delivering a service like this? Is there a top set of lists or a top set of issues that you would be concerned with?
Thank you for asking that. So for our video chat function, we aim to handle more minor issues. So cuts, rashes, things that can be visually seen by doctors will be the best target area for our issues. So about minor issues.
Another issue that we may encounter as it revolves around payment, we ran into a lot of people asking us whether we were going to use insurance, and from both the doctor's perspective and the user perspective, we agreed that it would be easiest to leave out insurance for now. However, we are open to consideration. Yes.
Did you receive any questions from your providers on malpractice insurance? Was that a concern?
I'm sorry.
You repeat the question?
Was it a concern of your doctors on malpractice insurance? Did they have any concerns with patients that they did not know and treating them?
Well, before you sign up for Clover, you of course have disclaimer, which I showed earlier. So not only does a doctor know the risk, but the patients do as well. But since you're not necessarily giving hard diagnoses, these are merely suggestions and advice. So when you see your doctor, you can give them that advice receipt, and they can kind of guide you where to go. So you be safe.
Got a question. As far as the booth, how much does it cost to make one?
So as far as the booth goes, the price varies because we saw many different models on the materials, but we wanted to make it as cheap as possible. So that the booth is not necessarily that important, but the rest of it probably costs about $35. So the rest of things are not that expensive in relative.
What about the location of the booth?
I'm glad.
Yeah, the location of the booth. Provide because you're going to set it up somewhere.
Yes, sir.
How'd you work that out?
Well, as Justin said earlier, we chose community centers because we want to make sure we impact every single community. So if you look at a map of Prince George County, about everybody's about 2 to 3 miles away from a community center. So that means we can impact everybody in a matter of 6 minutes. So we pretty much serve everybody in the community center.
Right, so are you locating the booths on government property, private property?
Well, with your permission.
That's a good idea, though. Write that down, man. Very good. Good.
Amazing job, guys. While we wait for the next team, for Ms. Proctor to ask the next team to come up, I just want to thank Ms. Shamini Ferguson. I don't know if she left already, but I just want to say thank you, Shamini, for all the help you give me, making sure I stay on task, filling in all the reports for me. We really appreciate you.
So I'm sure you all have been impressed thus far with all of our teams today. I'm super proud of all of the teams, and I'm going to let Brandon Johnson and his team take the floor and close us out for the day. Thank you.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Brandon Johnson. I'm an upcoming sophomore at the illustrious Hampton University, where I major in business management with concentration in information systems. This is my 4th year working with this amazing program, and on my team, I serve as a college advisor. As a college advisor, I lead my team to make sure we create a great solution and even greater presentation.
Good morning. My name is Joel Henderson. I'm a rising freshman at Loyola University of New Orleans studying marketing, and this is my 3rd year in the program. For my team, I serve as both the team captain as well as the co-project manager, where it's my responsibility to assist in leading the team as well as oversee all aspects of the project.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Brian Freeman. I'm a rising junior at Delaware State University, where I major in new media arts with a focus in graphic design. This is my first year in the OIT program, and for my team, I serve as art lead. As the art lead, I'm responsible for all the logos as well as most of the graphics that you see in this here presentation.
Hello, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Lamte. I go by Manny. This fall, I'll be attending the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, studying computer science and economics. This is my 3rd year working with OIT. For my team, I serve as the engineering, technology, and arts lead. With engineering technology, I was tasked with creating the application you'll see today. And for arts, I was tasked with creating the graphics necessary for the platform.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Deontay Ferguson. This fall, I'll be a freshman at Harper University, majoring in music. This is my 4th year in the program, but for my team, I serve as the co-project manager as well as the technology lead, with the responsibility of making sure our devices are fully functional and trying to find the most effective way to incorporate them into our solution.
And we are Medicaid. So a little background about our solution. We have spoken to many doctors and patients in Prince George's County and other areas in Maryland. And we have found a common issue is doctors and patients may not always have a correct form of communication. As you can see here, 1 in 5 patients are readmitted to the hospital 30 minutes prior to their initial appointment. This could be due to non-adherence. Non-adherence, if you do not know what that means, is not taking your medications as prescribed, not following up with your doctor, or may not have a proactive relationship with your doctor. This can be due to a number of reasons, including lack of follow care, cost, memory, or your motivational lifestyle. As you see this graphic on Cozy.com, we have found that 125,000 people die a year in America just because of non-adherence. Also, 2 out of every 3 people, yes, 2 out of all 3 of y'all, may be non-adherent to medications they receive from their doctor. This is a staggering number because this causes millions upon billions of dollars to be lost for hospitals, for yourself, and that's a lot of money. And people just suffer from not taking their medications as prescribed. And this is a really grave issue we hope to alleviate with a solution. And now we'll watch a brief commercial about our product.
Is there a divide in your medical lifestyle? Well, congratulations, because we have a free solution. Medicaid. Medicaid aids adherence with your doctor. It helps you find doctors in your area. It also helps you to message your doctors.
But wait, there's more. This is how we plan to help you. We're going to provide you with daily medical needs, medication awareness, and a prescription directory.
But we're not done there. Our interface is user-friendly, highly secure, and did we mention, it's free.
We are Medicaid.
So how did we come up with the name Medicaid? Our goal was to bridge the gap of communication between our clients and their medical practitioners. So what we did was combine the word medical and communicate, put them together, came up with the word Medicaid. As you can see, the color for our logo is red. The color red directly applies with the medical field. Now also symbolizes strength, unity, and power. That's something that we plan to give our clients. That little heart at the top of the eye is what means the most to us here at Medicaid, your life.
Our solution is Medicaid, a mobile and Alexa application that allows doctors to connect and communicate with their patients and vice versa. The primary feature of our application is your daily needs. Through this feature, patients will be able to view their daily prescriptions as well as additional information about those prescriptions, such as side effects. Patients can also choose to be alerted when their doctor has an opening for an appointment. In addition, all of this information is available verbally through your Amazon Echo device, which we will now demonstrate.
Alexa, open Dr. Medicaid.
Welcome to Medicaid. What can we do for you today?
Alexa, what are my daily needs?
Today on August 3rd, take 2 tablets of Prozac. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Ask me a question again, my friend.
Alexa, are there any side effects of taking Prozac?
Yes, there are actually many side effects of Prozac. More common side effects are hives, inability to sleep, and restlessness. Some rare side effects are confusion, convulsions, and cold sweats.
Alexa, is there any food that I cannot eat when taking Prozac?
Your doctor has stated that you cannot indulge in alcohol, tryptophan, herbal supplements, and large amounts of fiber.
Alexa, go home.
So as you can see, this system allows people to be even more accountable for their own health.
Some additional features of our application include doctor-to-patient messaging, as well as diet restrictions and side effects. Now, concerning the diet restrictions, depending on what medication the patient is taking, there's some certain foods as shown by the Alexa that they cannot take with that medication. We also have a prescription directory, which will include a picture of the prescription just in case if there was a mix-up in pills by the user. The directory will help them figure out the correct pill that they need to take. We also have an account-based and family plan, which will include parent and child, but cannot include spouse. Unfortunately, there are certain HIPAA laws that are already in effect. And last but not least, we have our location services feature that I will further elaborate on. Now, powered by GIS, this system will allow patients to find and filter their nearby doctors based on the doctor's specialty, such as if the doctor was a dermatologist or a cardiologist, which makes it easily accessible for the patients to use. The feature also shows driving directions and bus routes for patients who do not have access to a vehicle to get to their doctor.
We will now do a brief tutorial of our application that is fully functional. You're going to start off by logging in with your username and credentials. To keep your account secure, we have password as well as a PIN number. The PIN number will be sent to you monthly. It's a 4-digit PIN number. We're going to log in now. Here's our home screen. As you can see, the location, daily needs, schedule. This is the menu section. As my colleague Deontay stated, it is account-based, so it has the parent as well as the child. Here are specialists in our area. The different stars represent the different ranks for the different doctors. These are actual professionals in our area. Except the first one. That's what As you can see, this is Joe Henderson. You can see reviews as well as recent doctor visits. And if you want to contact your doctor, we have a chat set up to talk to the doctors. As you can see, I feel like vomiting. I'm gonna ask the doctor what exactly I need to do. He's telling me to drink some water as well as take some medicine. Next up is the user's profile. As you can see, this is my profile and recent specialists I've gone to. Next is our prescriptions directory. This is in case you lose medication and you don't know which one to take. As you can see, cyclobenzaprine, Nardil. Next, we're going to go back to the home page and view our daily needs. Well, we're going to go to location first. As my colleague stated, this is powered by GIS. The different colors represent different specialists in our area. Right now, we're going to type in OIT's address. And as you can see, there's a bar at the bottom. You can choose the mile radius that you need. Right now, it's set to 1. We're going to choose Doreen Blake. As you can see, she's an internal medicine specialist. And we can find different bus routes as well as routes to take. Now we're going to go back to the home page. And as you can see, we're going to go to daily needs. This will show you different medications you would take throughout the week or different times throughout that day. Next up, we're going to go to schedule. And as you can see, this is where you would choose which appointments you would take or what appointments you need to take on which dates. Next up, we're going to go straight to side effects of these medications. Now, side effects will tell you different medications, what the medication's effect would have on your body. As you can see, amoxicillin, Nardil, cyclobenzaprine. And as I stated, our app is fully functional. It could be instated today. Now, we can't go through every different feature. We've already gone to chat and specialist. So now we're going to go to About Us. Now, as you see, here at Medicaid, our goal is to bridge the communication between users and their practitioners. We can't read all of this, but the main takeaway is that our lives are yours. Thank you.
So I know what you guys are thinking, how much should a great, legendary, I can go on and on. How much should an app like this cost? $0. And it can be instated in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.
Well, Brandon, if the app is $0, how are we going to get paid?
Well, Brian, that's a really good question. Potential partnerships. We hope to partner with these areas in the medical areas and partner with the upcoming Prince George's County Medical Center being built in the upcoming years. We hope to put the app in the medical center so doctors and patients start on the right foot of health. And we hope to use sponsorships and advertisements to further our brand and make money for our app because college is kind of rough. So we hope to make our Medicaid worldwide eventually because it's a really essential app.
Finally, why choose Medicaid? We believe that Medicaid is a beneficial necessity for patients of all ages, from the youth to the elderly. We also believe that it provides the user with even more accountability for their health and allows that user to take control of their own medical journey.
At this time, we would like to conclude our presentation by acknowledging everyone who has helped us along the way and made our project an overall success. Now, we would like to open the floor for questions.
Okay, no questions? Hey, that's even better, right? Okay. Okay, so that is it for the presentation. So we're doing great on time, right? This is really going well. So as the beautiful tally takers up here go back and come back with the winners, we have a couple of awards and announcements to make in between time. The first thing I want to do is I really would like to acknowledge Sierra Proctor. Everyone should see a program and a brochure on your table, in your chair. These were done by Ms. Proctor and her company, and I'll let her speak on her company in a second. She asked if we would mind if she volunteered to produce these this program, and it is absolutely amazing. So great job, Ms. Proctor. We also had Mr. Brian Freeman, who owns his own business, create some of the team shirts that you guys saw in the competition. So we already have some little entrepreneurs in the program, and they're still growing. Welcome, Benjamin. So just, I don't know if you guys remember, Benjamin is one of our tech advisors from last year. Am I missing somebody, Justin? Who is? Hey, Nate! They get so close, and I have to admit, Nate, Benjamin, and Kamar, I don't see Kamar, but those are the gentlemen that were here last year in the competition, but they came back this year periodically to help the students this year. So they still serve in the program, just not technically in the program. So we appreciate you guys. So while Ms. Proctor speak on her company, I'm going to ask my team leaders come forward, please, because we do have another special award that I want them to present. So Ms. Parker, you going to take a moment and just kind of give us a brief?
Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are enjoying our event today. It was a pleasure to work with all the wonderful interns here, as well as it was a great pleasure to create the brochure that you all have in front of you. My company took a lot of time and effort to do this. We have our nice long version with all of our students' biographies and pictures featured in there. So if you get a chance, make sure that you take a look at that. My company is called Lionized Design Group, and we specialize in logos and marketing and special event printing for medium-sized companies, small companies, startups, and we also look to help small companies rebrand themselves. So some companies, you know, they might not have the best image, they might not have the right imagery that they need to get their company off the ground, but we go in and help those companies. And also my company and I have created the logo that you see, so the STEAM Dream Team Challenge. Go ahead and take a look at that. And thank you.
No, you stay there. We have something for you. So you guys.
Okay. At this time, we'd like to give recognition to a special woman that has helped us all throughout this entire process. We've run our ideas by her. She told us the truth when we needed to hear it, and we truly appreciate her help. She's been a member of this program longer than any other intern and knows what it takes to win. And with this, she's extended her expertise to us, and each presentation is a product of her guidance. She's helpful, hardworking, and dedicated, and for this reason, she has had an immense impact on this program.
So we would like to present this trophy to Ms. Sierra Proctor.
You have something else you want to say? Okay.
Well, no. Thank you all so much for this award. I really took pleasure working with you all this summer, and I look forward to seeing your growth in the future. However, I would like to say that on behalf of the entire program, Miss Sandra has been the guiding light, and we have some flowers and a card.
I swear it's not scripted. I did not ask them to do anything for me. I never did. Thank you.
But you are a beaconing light in all of our lives.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much. Thank you. So in OIT, we still, again, everybody in OIT helps. I'm talking from the administrative staff, everyone. So it's no particular people, but we did have 3 mentors that served as quote-unquote consultants for all the teams. So we just want to acknowledge them because they did, on top of their regular job duties, step in and help out when needed. And so Mr. Reggie will present their certificate to them.
Okay. First award we have is to Mr. Linwood Leach. So we just wanted to thank him for his technical expertise and support for all the groups. I think everybody appreciated it.
Thank you, Linwood.
The next award goes to Janie Beals. Another one who helped out the youth a lot. We really appreciate her. And the last one
You can just say the
I'm
first
about
name.
to say his first name. There's no way I'm gonna do his last name. It's impossible. So, Mr. Teddy.
So we'll take it back. We'll take it back. And we also have something for Mr. Nicholas Majette. We really appreciate you because the first year you stepped in, you actually stepped in place of Mr. Baker for us, but you have been a permanent fixture ever since, even when he does show. So we appreciate you. We didn't get you a trophy because you're going to get one anyway, but a little birdie told me that you really enjoy eating. So the Summer Youth Program would like to tell you to enjoy your steak on us. We really
I like eating healthy food.
Yeah, they told me to go to the Amish market that you were a true fan, but you know. So we'll just wait. Oh, you finished? Oh, okay, Mr. Thomas, the scores are ready. You ready, sir? Okay, my group, my tech advisors, you guys want to come? Oh, okay. You guys want to come on up and do this together? Okay, so before we announce the winner, you guys know you all already won, right? I've told you that all the time, right? You completed this program. We have seen from prior experience, everyone don't complete the program. It takes a lot of work. You guys come in, you don't just learn how to use technology. We put a lot on your plate. We make you learn soft skills. We make you learn people skills. We make you present every single day of your life and you hate it, but look how great you performed, right? We make you engage with each other. Get off the phone. Learn to connect with each other. Learn to appreciate someone that you would never interact with outside of here normally. But now because you have a different perspective, you're going to be open to anyone and everyone, right? Corey, I'm so grateful I stole you from OHRM. Thank you, Nina, and your team for letting me steal him from you. Everybody was amazing. Remember, everybody won. Only one team get awards, but everyone received a paycheck, right? And that's why you're here, right? So to my parents, thank you so very much for coming out and supporting us. We really appreciate you. It's the best 6 weeks ever. It flew by this week, this time around. And with that being said, this year's winners. 1, 2, 3. Echo So this year the prize for the group, each person will receive an Apple Watch. And of course bragging rights. But I will have to say, 2 members of this team, this is their second time. Oh, excuse me, Lindell. It's 3 members of this team that this is their second time winning. I don't know. Yeah, great job, guys. So, thank you guys so very much. Don't go anywhere, though. We would like to now present the judges with their trophy for coming out and spending time and ask if you have anything you would like to say. Please, by all means, while we get the trophies ready and together for you guys, we are so appreciative of you coming out. Mr. Miller, Rick, you're here with me. You've been here with me from day one. You didn't get a token of anything because I'll see you next year. I'm happy. Right? You stuck with us forever. I told you we're retiring this program together. So everyone else is so appreciative of you here. If there's anything you would like to say to the students, anything at all, now's the time. Please feel free to take the floor. Nobody? Please do so, sir.
Well, something that the students know that no one else would know is I get to watch them grow through this program. So I do come in a little earlier, a few weeks before this happens, and I get to see the dry run. So for me as a judge to see where we started to where we actually end up is amazing. But I have to say, for the ones that come back every year and they get to see me every year, they go, oh yeah, we know what he's going to be looking at. And I'm never disappointed, and I'll leave it with that. You guys are awesome, and there's nothing else I can say. Congratulations to those who won, and for those who were, I'll call all the runners-up. Fantastic.
So I just have to say this because my poor Justin. Come poor Justin. Come poor Justin. So for the last 2 years, Justin has lost by how many points, Justin? One. Guess what, Justin? And third year, 1 point basically. So, well, you guys do a great job though. Next year is your year, Justin. So we have trophies for the judges, so let's show the audience what we have for them. So each judge will be receiving a beautiful trophy that has their name on it, and it has the SYEP judge. So each judge will receive one, so thank you guys so very much. So if you guys could hand them out. And that is actually it. Oh, that's not it. I apologize. I thought that was it. My fault. Who am I? Oh, again? Thank you. Like, they really do become my babies. If anybody knows me in OIT and know these kids, they really become like my children for 6 weeks. So, you guys, the students, please don't go anywhere. I think a few of you, they want somebody to do a couple of interviews for CTV and take some pictures. So everyone, please stay, take order from the gentleman right here on what he needs from you.
If I can have all the teams come up to the front.
You guys had a good play. You had a good play. You had a good play.